Are y'all makeup desk people or bathroom makeup people? Kind of a hybrid of the two. I always have been. At one point in my room, when I had like a Jack and Jill bedroom as a kid, I had like my little sink area, my old teenage bedroom set up. She was gas. Sometimes I feel like I can't give up the mirror in the bathroom. Also, hello. Hi, we're doing a little weekly vlog this week. Beauty YouTube was my ride or die YouTube for the longest time, and I feel like YouTube is so freaking boring and dry right now. I feel like this is the most boring YouTube has ever been. Like, I mean, no disrespect to any YouTube creator that is pouring their heart and soul into good content and I'm just missing it. I'm so sorry. However, I feel like the freaking TikTok algorithm and like TikTok coming onto the scene freaking killed the YouTube algorithm. Like, my YouTube algorithm freaking sucks. It's so boring. It's so dry. I hate everything it suggests to me. I'm like, how does this algorithm know me way longer than any other social media algorithm, but gets it so wrong? It's just not hitting the same, or do I just not know good shit? But like, why is my YouTube so bad at recommending good shit? Should we do what's in my bag? I would, but I'm about to have a child in this car soon, so. Better let it eat me up. I gotta get my kid playlist on. Gotta bring out that Barney music. I'm kidding, I don't play Barney, but I do play kid appropriate music. Always. Always. Y'all already know I put the kids that I take care of. Y'all already know I put them on this. One of them loves Just Dance, and so we'll play Just Dance on their Switch. And I was like, girly pop, say less! Say less! Because I grew up on Just Dance. Just Dance 2? Just Dance 2 is the best Just Dance. Y'all already know because of... Y'all already know. And now they ask for it. Okay, she's coming. I gotta go. Bye! All I do for work is I sit in my car and I put lip balm on. At least that's what it looks like, all I do with this camera. Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for today's video. Today's video is a long vlog I filmed a few months ago that has taken me too long to finish. We are pushing through and we are gonna post this video even though it's a few months behind. However, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing because I've had time to marinate on my experience with my job hunt, which is like the theme of this weekly vlog. At the time I filmed this, I was going through a job hunt that was not my favorite job hunt I've ever been on. Like, it was giving struggle bus city. I realized I haven't made a vlog in a long time on this channel, so you guys know nothing about me or what my life looks like at the moment. So I figure I might as well take a little time to give you some background to the plot of my story. You know, I need to fill you in on the plot of like what's currently going on in my life. Around a year and a half ago, I made the decision to step away from my corporate job and became an after-school nanny for families in my area. I know in these clips it looks like I'm just sitting in my car, but I'm actually working. Sometimes as a nanny, your job is to transport children safely to their activities and wait to bring them back home. Perfect time to film as a nanny as well because I'm not putting other people's kids on the internet. Not me. No ma'am. I worked in the corporate world for about 2.5 years, and while I liked some aspects of my job, it ultimately was not the right fit for me. Working in corporate America was an extremely eye-opening experience for me, seeing how a large company operates behind the scenes, how corporations divide the workload, the logistical aspect of what it takes to bring a product from concept to on the shelf for consumers to buy. Even though though my role at that corporation wasn't the spiciest and the most intriguing or mentally stimulating for a person like me, I did learn a lot by just kind of like sitting back and like watching the organization as a whole. So ultimately, while I decided to leave that company and leave the corporate world for a while, there were still some positive aspects of my previous job. Now, obviously, I'm sitting in my car, hanging out with other people's children for a living, so something was missing from my last job that pushed me to this point. I won't give too much insight into my nanny job because this involves someone's family. I work inside of someone's home, helping parents watch their children. So for those reasons, I won't be giving any intimate details about my nanny job other than nannying has had the most direct positive impact on my life out of any job I've ever worked before. This job has taught me more about myself, more about parenting, more about what families are currently going through raising children in the 2020s. While nannying will not be my forever job, it is one that has forever changed the way I view the traditional job market. Because before nannying, I only worked in the traditional job market. And by traditional job market, I mean like at a restaurant, at a retail store, at a corporation, in an office, for a company. You know, as a nanny, you're working for family employers, not company corporate employers. And there is a huge difference between the two worlds. I truly have worked in so many different corners of the job market, and I've really struggled to find my place along the way. I'm struggling to find that job that just checks all of those boxes off for me, where the work is engaging, the pay is just as engaging, the job is enjoyable, the people are great, the company is a morally sound company to work for, and it's something I don't mind doing. You think that that would be possible in the American job market, to find a job that has all of that for you? Or at least that's what I thought I would be able to find when I graduated college and was entering the job market. And that's just not the case, at least for me. Like, I don't know if I'm just the only person out here struggling to find my place, to find my job, my niche, where I like really excel and I get paid well and I like what I'm doing, but I'm just not there yet. Like, don't get me wrong, I like nannying. Nannying was such a great break from the traditional job market for me, but maybe it's just the type of nannying that I do. Like, it's not the most lucrative. Like, if I wanted to dedicate my life to nannying and be a full-time nanny, then maybe it would be the most lucrative. But even nannying like doesn't cross off every single last box for me. Something about the traditional job market is also extremely depressing as a young college-educated adult trying to find their way in the workplace. I really hate talking about this subject with older adults because I feel like they either get it or they completely misunderstand where I'm coming from and just think that Gen Z is lazy and so unwilling to work. You know, that Gen Z is unwilling to put in the time or work hard enough for society or these companies. However, I have an extremely hard time accepting that everyone that is complaining about the traditional job market is just lazy. Truly lazy people are so lazy that I don't think truly lazy people are wasting their time complaining about work. Like, really lazy people do not care about work. So why would they spend their time complaining about work when they don't even care about work? I don't know. That's just how I feel about the situation. I don't think it's fair to just brush off these concerns and being like, everyone that's complaining like that is just lazy and they don't want to work hard enough. Finding a positive work environment with a job that is tolerable to do, pays well, for a morally sound company with great benefits and has positive management to be around is trying to find a diamond in the freaking rough, let me tell you. Struggling in the workplace also feels isolating and lonely, especially when everyone just flexes their financial wins. Everyone just looks so successful all the time, making the most money, having the most fun. Anyways, I will have more to add on this subject of the traditional job market a little later in the vlog, you know, when past Madison is really letting you know how her job hunt is going. But for now, let's go make a smoothie. very lemony today. Yeah. Little meerkat. Another time to film this other than when I'm still eating breakfast, but so I definitely didn't have the most collected stream of thoughts during this breakfast chat, and I almost cut all of these clips out because I was just rambling about my frustrations with my current job hunt. However, I decided to keep a few of the clips in because I think they honestly depict what working through a job hunt can feel like for some people. Job hunts are not always sunshine and rainbows of opportunity and excitement, let me tell you. There's a part of me that feels embarrassed to talk about it, like searching for a job right now. Luckily, I'm looking for a job and I currently still have a job. I'm very grateful for my current job. However, my current job isn't enough to thrive on. Like, it was enough to get by. For this job hunt I had back in the first quarter of this year, I was in search for a second job. One that could either replace nannying or one that would allow me to continue to still nanny and work that second job. Kind of took a gap year. I kind of took a gap year in my career because I didn't take a gap year in school. I went straight from high school, straight into college, worked my ass off in college, straight in the corporate world. Kind of got burned out and I hated my corporate job, so I just got burned out. The job market just fucking sucks right now. It's fucking depressing. Bringing technology into the job application process didn't make things better. It made things more dehumanizing. It literally made things more dehumanizing, and like, I don't mean to sound too dramatic. On a slightly less extreme scale of like how horrible the word dehumanizing can be, on a less extreme scale, the new technological era of job hunting feels dehumanizing from the job applicant perspective, because it is like you are expected to be fucking perfect. As a job applicant, you are expected to interview at the drop of a dime whenever someone finally reaches out to you, and if you aren't ready right when they're ready, then well, there goes your opportunity, you missed your time. You are expected to interview well, be personable, be likable, give your time away for free while interviewing, all to either never hear back from that person ever again or receive another heartless automated email saying, unfortunately, we've decided to move forward with another candidate. It feels a little dehumanizing that you can't even get a call back, like a quick call back of explaining why you're not the fit when you went out and met a person and had conversations with these people and wasted your precious time. Anyways, I need to change my tune because I need to call this company and sound excited to start with them, even though I'm having to chase them down for this third interview. This just sucks. Like, it just makes you feel so unqualified and so, I feel so unhireable because of how negative the job recruiting experience has been. I want to cry, but it's just a little frustrating. Like, it's just frustrating because it's like, I know I'm smart, really capable of so much more, and it's like to have to do the fucking gymnastics to actually get just even the simplest fucking job is insane. And I really am talking about the simplest jobs, people. I'm not even talking about just applying to corporate roles, which I should qualify for at least a good chunk of the corporate roles, being college educated, right? Or at least that's what they like try and tell you in college, and like that's the whole point of going to college, is so that you meet the entry level requirements for these corporate jobs. But these entry level requirements are basically, you need to know how to do the entire job without us having to train you, because corporations do not want to train. They don't want to pay to train people. They don't want to pay okay to teach you how to do your job. They just expect you to come from another company having done the same job there, because these companies really aren't that different or unique from one another, newsflash, and just be able to come over here and plug it in immediately. And we don't want to be able to teach you anything. So I think that's why we're seeing these laundry lists of requirements for entry-level jobs, when it's like, entry level is supposed to be entry level. And you're supposed to freaking train your freaking employee on how you want them to conduct your business and do your work. Like, if you can't train someone efficiently on how to do their job, then do you even know how to do your job? Or do you even know what's going on at your company? Or how your company's ran? I had a bad experience at Trader Joe's. I received multiple rejections from Starbucks to be a barista, even after interviewing with Starbucks, despite being more than capable of taking some orders and shaking some freaking drinks. Like, I make some of their drinks at home. I phone interviewed and was ghosted by Citibank for a teller position. I was constantly receiving rejection emails from offices, even despite having a few years of relevant work experience in an office. So when I mean I was struggling in the job market for any position of job, I literally mean for any position at any job. Corporate, retail, restaurant, I was getting rejected from all of it. From all of them during this job hunt. And I did what you're supposed to do. I got my bachelor's degree. I got a job at a corporation right after college. And the experience I got at that corporation obviously isn't good enough to get a job at another corporation, because nobody will hire me. I don't qualify for anything. And I just don't get it, because I know I'm not stupid. I feel so unemployable. I have to like remind myself that like, you are worthy of these positions. You are employable. You are smart, you are capable. Can you rip this for me? Rip this open. I figured that while we are stopped, there we go, might as well do my lashes, because that's the scariest part about doing your makeup on the road. Thank you. You were able to rip it open?
Huh?
There you go. And then I'm getting you. There you go. Oh, good.
Oh my goodness, this rock!
I had no idea it was gonna be this bad. I know that they get busy.
I didn't know it was gonna be this big. I mean, who could have foreseen?
No, you're eating a cookie.
To wait.
Worth it.
Worth it? You having fun? Ooh, I did get a little sick feeling in there towards like the last 3 to 4 minutes. So basically half the ride. I mean, not like actually nauseous, like I was gonna actually upchuck, but a little bit. Dad, you should have brought the GoPro.
Huh?
I'm gonna have to, next time I go to the house, I'm having you set up that GoPro.
I know, I keep wanting to do it. Most blast.
in the vlog. Oh, look at that big E. Is that E? There you go. It's supposed to be a shoe pick because we're not wearing the right shoes for this.